Alright. Howdy, folks. It's about time to get back into some Bloodborne. Last time I was playing, I was in this Hemwick Charnel Lane. Feel kind of like I got about halfway through it before calling it quits for the night. So now I gotta jump back in and kind of hope I remember where I was going or what I was doing. Lovely sounds of pained screams and maniacal laughter in this area. It's really good ambient sound design. Well, this rude lady won't let me just mind my own business. Oh, he just like came right for me. Spaghetti face. And then this is where it becomes Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. So many birds. Oh, I hate that sound effect. It just like the recording quality kind of just, maybe not the recording quality, but like the mixing is just, it's so prominent in the sounds. Oh, goodness gracious. It's so prominent in the soundscape and it just doesn't blend well with everything else, so that just oh sound is, God, I hate it. Why you? I feel like I should have another shortcut that's closer than having to run through all of this. But I don't know where that shortcut would be. Please don't hit me while I'm laddering. Well, okay. He hit me, but it wasn't too bad. Oh, skull spider. Ow. Don't want to oh, camera. I really hate the camera in these games. We got a couple of big enemies here. And then a dog. Ah! You second me! Alright, these guys are here. I think this kind of is like maybe roughly where I was the last time. Yeah, okay, I think this is new uncharted territory. Every chest I come across, I'm waiting for there to be some new version of a mimic-like trap. Something where like it shoots spikes out at me and murders me, or just something ridiculous. Alright. Okay, so this path leads up to a building. I think there was another path down here that I ran right past. Should be on the left. Okay, here's the other shortcut that I was thinking of. I don't have any memory of how this connects to anything. Oh, hello. This might be just up the hill from where I took that elevator. Like if I took a different turn instead of going up to the elevator path. Yep. Wow. Alright. It's just like in a dog kennel. How is he not dead? Dogs everywhere. Oh, what the hell? That was really tricky. I didn't see that dog at all until he was like lunging at my face. I saw this guy with the Molotovs, and then the dog just kind of appeared out of thin air from my perspective and the way that I was focusing on things. Oh. Alright. I mean, I'm happy to get +3% physical defense. But, whoa. The runes are kind of boring that they're just like here is a flat increase to your, you know, to your stats. And you already get those, like, flat bonuses to your stats through actual stats, like when you level up and invest blood, and also when you increase or you fortify your weapons or whatever and do the gems. But like having yet one more thing that's just like, here's a free extra whatever to your stats, that's kind of lame. Like, I wish it were a little more interesting. Like, they have these cursed gems that give you a bonus and also a malice. They increase one stat and also reduce another stat, which is interesting, and I wish they were a little bit more like that. Madman's knowledge on a corpse in a bag tied to a bed in front of chained up barrels that may or may not explode or something. There's a lot of bagged up corpses here. This one's kind of amusing. Actually, hold on. These bodies, some of them seem kind of small. Like this one here on the right. It's almost like that's a child-sized body. Which is maybe a little bit more disturbing. Time for superior beings. Well, I hope I'm the superior being. These notes are like hyping this thing up to be like some sort of crazy encounter. Alright, chained up barrel doesn't actually do anything. And meanwhile, this like brick pattern kind of almost looks like a train track. What the? Oh my god. That is like the worst thing that the game could ever possibly do. The camera goes ever so slightly behind. I guess it's going behind the cloth. Oh my god, like that. The game should really just make that transparent from a certain angle, because that's stupid. Oh. We're doing a straight up boss fight. That's not what I was expecting at all. The spaghetti face here don't look like no Witch of Hemwick. Is that the Witch of Hemwick? I'm hearing noises around me. Surely there's going to be like some crazy phase 2 to this. Here we go. Oh, she, oh god, I jumped right into it. Or ran right into it. Oh god, she's poking me. Oh god, that was... did a lot of damage. Alright, this is a cool fight. This has potential to be like one of my favorite boss fights. Oh! In any of these games. Like one of them, the first one, resurrected? What the hell? And it's still not dead? Ah. Alright, where's the other one? Here. Alright, like that wasn't too hard. And I kind of like figured it out quickly. So I'm like, the spaghetti face don't look like no witch to me, and I'm hearing... What? Alright, well I was gonna say, I'm hearing like random footsteps. And so I'm like, there's gotta be something creeping around here. But that was a good fight, having like invisible boss that also has kind of patrolling goons who aren't necessarily hyper aggressive to the point that you're like constantly spamming dodges and avoiding attacks. And you just kind of have to be mindful of the environment and your positioning around the enemies, while also listening and looking for little clues as to where the witch is. That was clever. I liked that. And meanwhile, I want to figure out what is the sound effect that I'm hearing. And why does it only play like when I angle the camera a certain way? Because that almost seems like that's not supposed to be that way, like it's some sort of error or glitch. Oh. Alright, so Gurman is still gone and saying to ascend to Id and Chapel. I somehow still don't have whatever workshop tool that requires. Oh, I just knocked over books? There's so many books that act as physics objects. It's so messy. Okay. Is this somehow going to let me access another dungeon? Short ritual root chalice is required to... Okay, so... Oh crap. Wait. This is the first ritual. This is the second one. Okay, so I have multiple chalices? Can I... Okay, the fact that it says shared fixed dungeon probably means that I'm guessing that means basically what it says, and that it is a fixed as a non-randomized, a non-procedurally generated dungeon, and that all players can share that same dungeon.
Welcome. What is... Very well, let me... Farewell, good hunt. May you...
It's kind of funny that I stopped last night feeling like I was maybe only halfway through that area, but it turns out that I was basically just right around the corner from the boss. But, you know, maybe it's better that I waited to do the boss while I was a little bit more fresh and alert, as opposed to tired at the end of the day. Alright, that might be the thing that I need. Runesmith Carol, student of Bergenorth, transcribed the inhuman utterings of the Great Ones into what are now called Carol runes. The hunter who retrieves this workshop tool can etch Carol runes into the mind to attain their wondrous strength. Provost Willem would have been proud of Carol's runes, as they do not rely upon blood in any measure. Alright. Memorize a Carol rune. Well, this seems just more generally useful to me. Well, it looks like I have 3 different slots? The oath memory? Whatever that is. Alright, so interesting that these were not actually active until I equipped them. Okay, whatever. That's even more disappointing that I just got a thing that lets me equip a thing that I've had forever and that I assumed was working. So far this game is like really kind of disappointingly underwhelming in these sort of tangible rewards. Because like not a lot that I get is really that exciting. It's like here's some like materials or whatever to create random side dungeons that like really I don't care about these things, and I guess I'll go through at least some of them. But they're just random dungeons. Like, it's hard to care about procedurally generated cookie cutter side dungeons with no real story or lore or like worldly context for them. Or it's like I get blood echo deposits, like little cold blood dues, which like I don't really care about. I seem to be doing more than fine on blood and level ups. And like I don't think I found much in the way of weapons or armor. Like I know I found 1 or 2 armor sets in the world. Have I found any weapons? Like, I got a flame sprayer from a quest. I think I got a shield and like 1 or 2 of these torches. And I've had to buy every single trick weapon, I think. How long have I been playing this game for? Like 14 hours? It's just like, it almost feels like a chore, you know? Maybe not a chore, but it's maybe like routine, like I'm just going through the motions because it's a FromSoft game, and like I know that I have to go through each stage and beat the boss and then move on to the next stage and get the key item that will let me go to the, you know. And it's just like, I don't know that I'm like necessarily feeling much of an intrinsic drive to like push through this game other than sort of like ticking boxes off the checklist and sort of my own completionistic drive to want to finish a game that I start as long as the game isn't terrible, you know? I mean, like, it's not an unpleasant game, it's not like as interesting or engaging or exciting as I had hoped it would be. I mean, well, I came to this area like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, however long ago it was. I think this path was off to the left of the church up ahead where I fought some beast-like creature that could heal itself. And so I have really no idea where this goes, where I've been in here. I came down a path somewhere and found a lamp. I think there used to be an item over here maybe, so I think I might have explored this. There was almost assuredly an item here that I picked up. So I guess I just go down. Like, towards the house? The cottage? That's a good sign that they're giving me antidote. Probably means there's gonna be venomous enemies somewhere in here. And of course the door does not open from this side. Although there is an item on a corpse in there. Alright, let's cross the bridge. After I smack my pole axe on a gravestone. Ow. Indeed, item does wait ahead. Twin bloodstone shard. I forgot to check how many of these things I need, but it's probably going to be like 12 or something. Actually, this is +6, so maybe I can't even upgrade this anymore with twin shards. In which case, I could maybe use those the twins that I do have on my riffle spear or my big hammer sword that I haven't been using. Oh god. That was so close. I heard a noise, I said I better move off the path. So, alright, was this the pressure plate? Was there a note on the floor that would have told me? Beware of lever. Beware of trap, that's more like it. Let's watch this guy's corpse. It looks like he just fought an enemy. I was hoping that I'd see like a guy getting impaled by that spike log thing. Oh, he probably dies to the strong foe ahead. Oh, the frequency with which my character misses that R1 poke is really frustrating. Could maybe get a plunging attack on that guy, but I don't want to drop down that far into hostile territory. What is this guy throwing? Oh, I think that's like a debuff. Hordes of dogs. This guy just has an infinite stash of that crap. This is really annoying how those fires not only damage you, but they like stagger you. Oh my god. The frequency with which I miss those running R2 poke or R1 pokes. Man. Got a skull spider. Getting lots of bloodstone shards. The twin ones, I should say. Time for messages. You're boring. I don't care. We both did the same attack. A jumping attack at like the exact same moment, and luckily mine connected first. This looks like a trap. And there it is, right above the trees. Alright, so where does the other path to the right of that house lead? Anywhere? Back entrance to that place that I was just at? These red rocks are kind of ominous. Fall awaits fear trap. Fear footing. Alright, so those notes make me think that this is gonna drop out from under me, so we'll check that out later. I don't want to go down a one-way pit right now.
Justly, a poor old woman.
This, those lines sound, like, familiar. It's almost like I heard some other NPC somewhere say them.
Oh, Evans, would you stop repeat? Please. Oh, Evans, please.
I wouldn't, you know, attack caged animals like this, but these dogs have been a threat before, and I don't trust them not to break out of those cages. This is beginning to look like more than just a hidden path. Like, this almost looks like it's transitioning to a different area. What the hell? Oh god, what the hell, game? It almost killed me. Ah! This tiny little drop is not, like, coded right. So when you try to walk up this hill, it pushes you aggressively down the slope. Ah, that's so bad. I'm assuming you die if you fall down there. Maybe not. There's like a thing, a corpse down there. Maybe that's supposed to be like a deliberate trap to get you to slip down there. Ah. Yeah, so like this looks like just a completely different sort of level. Got new enemies, a radically different look to the place. Maybe it's just this one contained little cave? The fact that they have bells on their necks is... oh, it's a poison swamp. Well... guess I got no choice but to run into the poison. Can I hit any of these things? Apparently not. What the hell? Right as I'm sitting there thinking, I have 17,000 souls, I should probably be careful. And then I just die because worm monsters are just slightly below my slightly below my weapon's hitbox. Like, that's dumb. Alright, I think the dogs did not break out of the cages. Let's try this again, and now I will do overhand slashing, downward thrusting R2s to try to guarantee that I can get a hit on those damn little worms. But first, I'm gonna fight this thing that I can't see because the camera's getting all spazzed out. That thing gave maybe about 4,000 souls or blood. I can't even hit it when I'm targeting it and using the appropriate attacks. Oh god. He's got a much longer range than it looks like he should have. I was spamming the heal button and I couldn't get the heal off in time. This is now the second death in this exact area where I feel like it's not exactly my fault. You know, like people always say with these games, oh, well, you know, when you die, it's your own fault. Game's always fair. And I'm like, you know, that's not always true. These games are sometimes bullcrap, for lack of a better word, because of control issues or like environmental issues, or I took the wrong path, or sort of unpredictable trial and error where you just have to get wailed on by something and like suffer the pain and consequences in order to learn how to, like, what to expect. You know, like... And this is a case of, oh, I need to heal. I will press the heal button. Heal, 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 heal! Oh, I'm dead? I just couldn't heal? Like, you know, I guess it's my fault, technically, that I got hit twice. But the fact that I was trying to heal and simply couldn't get the heal off goes a little bit beyond simply my fault. Oh, man. Can you please roll around him? See, I think this was another case of this tiny little gravestone, like this rock in front of it that's jutting out. I can't walk past that. I can't step over it. I'm about to get hit. Maybe not. I am very surprised that none of those attacks hit me. Okay. So what? That reeks of poison comment, like, suggests that somebody would be coming into this area from this direction. But where is this direction? Jeez, there we go. This kind of looks like I'm back outside the church. This is the starting area. Interesting.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off.
Why didn't she tell me this when I was here a long time ago?
You can assure them, please. If you can, please.
Alright, so there was that NPC earlier that I sent to the... I don't even know what the place was called. The cathedral? The church? Eden Chapel, was that? I think that's what it was. Would I have had the option to send her here instead? I just don't know. I was about to say that this area looked familiar, but now it's clearly not familiar because there's an item there and there's a like a Cthulhu monster. Alright, so screw it. I'll come back to this area. I want to finish off in that poison swamp. And there's like all that other crap in the charnel, the area past the Hemwick charnel lane, whatever, that I also have to do. Man, I hate ladders. What the? Why is he so loud? Please, let me target the thing, thank you. Oh, he still got me. You know, it sounds like these things respawn. Oh god. It sounds like these things respawned. Like there's another one moving around. Almost like I didn't even kill them. I didn't leave. Like, I didn't warp out. Why did these things respawn? What is happening in this game? Also, why do I always have such a hard time trying to hit the damn worms? Ah! These worms are harder than anything else in the game because you just can't get the freaking hitbox to hit them. Why did the big guys respawn? Why are these worms so impossible to hit? This is the stupidest thing. Once again, that's another, like, oh, it's your own fault when you die. But, like, no, I'm doing the right attack to try to hit the thing, but the attack doesn't freaking work. Alright, so note to self. Apparently these things just decide to respawn if you even walk out of the area, let alone like warp out to the hunter's dream. So don't leave this area until everything is dead or explored. Meanwhile, what the hell has my blood? Oh, hello. Thank you. I can't go up this way. These freaking worms. Looks like this kneeling, praying one has a damn worm in front of him. Maybe multiple worms. Oh, he didn't like that. Nor did the worms, apparently. Ah, jeez. Oh, come on! He did like a last-second pivot swivel to track me. Oh, come on! He's in like just relentless constant attack mode. Ah. Sheesh. Kind of looks like more worms. I also love that they like jump past you so that way you're never in any position to hit them ever. There we go. God. These worms are the worst. I hate them with all my heart and passion and every ounce of loathing in my entire body. And then this is fun and exciting gameplay, just climbing ladders forever. Oh, it says I get to actually play the game now? That's great. Thank you, Bloodborne, for letting me play the game and do something interesting other than hold forward on the joystick.
I must. What is. Farewell, good hunter. Yeah, so that needs chunks now. Which means I can either upgrade my riffle spear or big hammer. I think realistically I should be doing the hammer because that's more of a strength weapon, whereas this riffle spear is a little bit more dexterity. And I seem to be more of a strength character. See, likewise, this thing just seems to convert all of my damage into arcane. Yeah, screw it, I'll just upgrade the damn hammer.
I'm sort of already regretting upgrading the hammer because it damage it does is like pretty negligible. Maybe that's just because I don't have all the same like because I don't have all the same things, gems equipped.
Welcome. What? Very well. Let me.
Wait a minute, what?
Farewell, good hunt.
Oh, I don't have it equipped, that's why.
Welcome. What? Very well. Let me. Farewell, good heart. May you.
Alright. So I want to kind of test how quickly this rapid poison gauge builds. So I feel like it could be kind of useless if I'm either gonna kill enemies before the poison triggers, or if it like if the meter takes too long to build up that it cools off quickly if I have to back out of a situation. So let's try it on Cthulhu face over here. Okay, so I don't even get to see the meter. Kind of seemed like against an enemy that I had to hit 5 or 6 times, it never triggered. I do have it equipped, right? Which means that either that guy is like immune to poison or has high poison resistance, or I'm basically never going to trigger it except like maybe against really high health enemies. Alright, we'll try that. Took a wrong turn here. I zigged when I should have zagged. Ah. Alright, squid face. R1 does not a lot of damage? I'm very confused. Alright, R1 does about the same. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting upgrading the hammer because it's like it kind of fulfills the same role as my pole axe for about the same amount of damage. Now, if I can get another however many of those twin bloodstone shards, if I can get like 6 more of those, then it'll ultimately do more damage than the pole axe once I upgrade it to +6, but that's contingent upon me finding more of those and also sort of just desiring to use it. Because, like, it kind of fulfills the same purpose as the pole axe, except it's, like, a little bit slower, and it doesn't have, like, I don't like its moveset as much. Like, this thing has nice sweeping attacks for hitting crowds of enemies. And then it also has, like, pretty satisfying overhand slashes, or not slashes, but, like, chops. What was that? That was like something was casting a spell on me. I'm just now realizing that supposedly there's gyroscopic controllers inputs to do these emotes, but I'm waggling the controller all over the place and it's not doing anything. I don't understand that. That seems like a good one to have. Aha, a door that actually opens.
Sense. How did you worm your way in here? Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone?
I don't even know who you are. Is this...
Not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the same.
Is that Yosefka?
But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
I don't... What? I think that might be Yosefka? Is this, like, right next to where... I'm a little, like, discombobulated on the geography to know if that's adjacent to the first floor sick room. Alright, bulbous head monster. Just like was on the table in the other room. Canehurst summons. This thing is not very aggressive. I can only have one of these. I can't store any. Oh. Why does everyone ask me if I'm in the know? I don't know if I'm in the know. Is that's okay. This is the door where Yosefka was. So I mean, it kind of sounds like this is an optional boss fight. But, like, she might have a quest or some other thing later. So I guess I'll just respect her wishes and leave her alone. Was there any other point to coming this way? don't think so. Man, what a weird way to get into her little area. Climbing up onto a rooftop and then going through a... not even a doorway, just like a window? Well, I mean, it's like, it is a door, but it has like a window frame. Ah, just whatever. That's something I'll have to Google to understand, because nothing in this game really makes any sense. Yeah, it's like Yosefka's blood vial doesn't even appear as an option to store. Huh. Oh wait, this was a dead end, wasn't it? I was supposed to warp to the Forbidden Woods. I'm gonna drop down the trap and see what happens. Oh, I forgot to equip that, that rune glyph, whatever it's called. This kind of looks like another trap. Oh, we got mud monsters. That's cool. So where would this lead? There's a shiny down there. See, now I have to go down there. The shiny was antidote. That was certainly worth coming down here. I can buy those from the damn bath merchants. Oh, and there's also just a ladder. That's a little underwhelming. But I guess that would be tricky if you fell in there. Like, unexpectedly while there are hostile enemies around. Alright, so now I just gotta kind of figure out where I'm going. This is where I fell down, I think. This is like sort of the main entrance to this little hamlet. Oh god. Just wanted to point out that this tiny little tombstone here again is just enough to push you out of the way and push you perilously close to that pit. Alright, muckmen. Oh. Seems like they might be weak to fire. What in the hell? I am so confused right now. I saw a shadow above me, like a shadow of a guy. There it is. You see that? He's like on the bridge up there, but the shadow is casting like, oh. This is a house in the village that I just did not explore. Alright, so... a village is to the right of the main entrance. Past the red lamp. Alright, where's my muckman at? Ow! He straight up interrupted my running attack. Something is like just straight up shooting me now? Ow! God, see like the ground there? Did you see how it just pushed me back randomly? Which led to me getting shot in the face because it moved me back a couple of feet. That ain't my fault. That's the game just saying, nah, screw you. We're just gonna put some unnecessary damage on you for no real reason. Oh my god. Sometimes... oh. Ah! I was just about to say, sometimes these Molotov chuckers are like pinpoint snipers and can lead my movements. And then other times it's like they can't hit the broadside of a barn. I forgot that was there. Ay, ay, ay. I also forgot that was there. Alright, now where the hell am I? Oh, there they are. Thank you for being conveniently close by. Man, I really want to get up there. Those guys are so freaking annoying. You should be up there. How do I get up there? It really seems like I just don't get up there unless there's some like really super well hidden little path that I just am not finding. But like there is a shiny up there, which means that somehow you have to get up there at some point. There's like no ladder or anything. See, like that one right there. They threw ahead of where I was and hit me. What's weird is that like I don't see any sort of connecting path. Oh god. There's a shiny in here. I have no idea where the cannon is. I could have sworn this guy died. Okay, so I think I go left. Still can't tell where the cannon is. Oh, it's just right there.
Away! Away! Foul beast.
Yeah, okay, this is where I turned and came through, so this is all just straight path. And I really thought that cannon was like up on top of the building or something. Didn't, oh. See, this looks like it's not taking me anywhere near close to that bridge where the stupid infinite Molotovs are. Doesn't look like there's any path to the right. There should be, like, a way to get up somewhere. Because, like, this doesn't really lead anywhere. It's like I have to get on top of this building? This leads to, like, past the tar pit or whatever the hell this thing is. There's gotta be, like, a ladder that's just blending in somewhere that I can't see. Or there's like some really tricky expectation to like somehow jump onto the rooftop from somewhere. There's no way I can make that jump from there to this rooftop. Can't go that way. Can't even go this way. Because I'm stuck in a tiny little niche. Switch target, thank you. Ouch, I was spamming the roll button and I couldn't do the roll. Is this the way I'm supposed to go to get to the fire guys? And yep. And here's the dogs that I knew were gonna do this. And was surprised when they didn't. You're like, this is a really bizarre place for that person to just be living. It's like crazy hostile around here. Okay, so I just want to go this way. Yeah, I don't think that actually leads to the bridge that I'm trying to get to. Now I wonder if this is gonna be permanently down. I assume so because there's a lever back there. Ah, man. That's maybe the second time I've ever used one of those, and I was expecting it to take me back to the Hunter's Dream, so I'm glad I get to sit through multiple load screens now. Wait.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me. Farewell. May you.
So plus 6, that'll bring that up to 165. Which, like, again, really isn't that much stronger than my Hunter Axe. So screw it, I'll do the Riffle Spear. So by warping out and back in, I really just want to see if that gate is gonna open. Oh, I forgot about that again. Because if that... It looked like there might have been a tiny little window of time for me to just sprint past and get past the gate before it closed. I could be wrong about that, but I just want to see if it's permanently down, and if not, if I have any chance to sprint past it. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have opened that. Please, hit the dog. Thank you. Alright. Yo, that was the slickest dodge I've ever seen an enemy do. That kind of looks like a rune, but I'm not sure. Oh god. It is not? It's not a rune or whatever. Force the beast roar repels nearby foes. One of the forbidden hunter tools made by irreverent Izzy. Borrow the strength of the terrible undead dark beasts, if only for a moment, to blast running foes back with the force of a roaring beast. A indescribable sound is broadcast with the caster's own vocal cords, which begs the question: What terrible things lurk deep within the frames of men? This says that I have 1 of 1 held and can have 99 stored, but then it says unlimited uses. Then it says it uses 2 quicksilver bullets. I need to have 15 arcane to use that. This is, I think, literally the first thing that I found in this game, however, like, 14 hours into the game, that uses arcane. I'm kinda tempted to dump points in arcane so that way I can try that. Wait a minute. I am so unobservant. I didn't even realize there was a path around this way. I'm ashamed of not noticing that. White church gown. I really wish that this would show me relative stat changes a little more easily. 110, 80. It's gonna... Somehow a cloth garb gives better protection versus thrusting weapons. This is better in most ways except for, like, blunt defense and fire, but the fire defense isn't that much worse. How do you miss that? Come on now. I'm incredibly distressed that he didn't die. And I fell off. I was gonna say, but that's fine, because there's an item there, but the item was damn Molotov, which is kind of boring. Oh, that stupid tombstone. I hate it. I really wish these guys would stop falling. Alright, I finally murdered the damn infinite Molotov army. Now to see if there was, like, any real point to coming up here. Kinda looks like there wasn't. I got that beast roar thing from that hut back there, but it was the only point to coming here to kill these guys who really weren't that much of a threat, because I could just take the shortcut around them or run past them. Like, there's gotta be something. It's an interesting look at the muckmen. Okay, whatever. How do I would like to shoot it a little further than 10 feet. They were shooting it like all the way down that path. Why can't I? Even trying to hold the button down, like to charge it or whatever. This is some cool audio. Oh, what? Damn it. Game. I step on what looks like perfectly stable ground, and then it just says, we're just gonna push you down. Have fun. Treasure waits ahead. Certainly not. Ah! This is a bit of an odd place to be.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Well, I sent the other lady to Eden Chapel. I guess I'll send this guy to Yosefka's clinic. And she'll probably turn him into a bulbous head monster.
Well, I'll be.
We'll just see what happens.
It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks. Thank you. I can't very well...
"30 strength and 13 dex." That's kind of cool. Large prototype firearms fashioned by the workshop heretics, the Patakegs. Use of this weapon is equivalent to toting a mounted cannon, complete with its ridiculous weight, staggering kick, and lavish use of quicksilver bullets into battle. Such monstrosity was doomed from the start, and indeed its development was cut short, yet against the possibly gigantic foes, might be just the king. That's kind of cool. It does a lot of damage. Uses 12 Quicksilver bullets, though. You can only shoot this thing once, apparently. Unless there's another, like, rune or glyph or something that gives me, that increases my Quicksilver bullet capacity. I would hope it hits like a truck if it takes 12 bullets. I'll keep that in mind if I ever end up using it. How do I get down from here? Is there like a better option than just falling 50 feet? I guess that'll do it. This is where I fell off. Oh, I forgot that that was even an option. I had never used that. What is this called? The blood Quicksilver, whatever. I forgot that even existed, man. Oh, come on. Somehow, I guess we end up down there, and then it takes me back up. Well, this is a sight. That's a bit tricky because that's an enemy with 360-degree attack radius. the snakeheads can just turn and attack from any direction, so like you really aren't safe even just getting behind him. This kind of looks like it would lead back to a much earlier point in this level. But like, this stuff doesn't look familiar to me. I'm a little bit disturbed by this. I want to go back and check out that other path, because this is starting to look like it's taking me much further off the path than I expected it to. Time for hunting.
Ah, a new face, are you? And an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Volta, Master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? Haven't you seen enough of these wretched beasts? Freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
Why not?
As a hunter well should. Commit this to heart. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Impurity.
Night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think. Now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
Is that like a co-op guild? What the hell? Boost max HP during co-op by 2%.
Now, there is one thing you must know. By the oath of the League, those who bear its rune will see vermin. Vermin writhe deep within all filth and are the root of man's impurity. All vermin are to be crushed. The League exists to expunge all vermin. And so, until this blood, do not expect the world to grasp our work and eat. The League and this do not expand.
Okay. So that opened up a shortcut right near this lamp. That's good. That's a really good shortcut, actually. Oh god. Well. I did not intend to hit the circle button. I just kind of bumped it slightly. Quality textures down there. And I think that leaves just this path into the Snake Woods, where everything has now reset since I died. But you know what? I got 18,000 blood. Let me go back and spend that and call it a night. I kind of feel like I'm getting into a bit of a new territory since I got all these like radically different enemies. Is there a lever that I can summon this thing back to me? Is there no mechanism? Oh, here it is. Feels like I'm getting into a new area. And it's getting late, so I think this is probably a good stopping point. Alright, and that'll have to do it for tonight. So the next time I play, I need to remember to head into the Forbidden Woods and take that elevator in that hut and head into the Snake People area. And maybe I'll play around with some more of these ritual altars, but I don't know. We'll see. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.